Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build in the Sims 4. I am Kiko Build, and for today's speed build we are building a cyberpunk mansion, or a high-end or luxurious cyberpunk house if you prefer. So we are building this in San Myshuno on a 40 by 30 lot if I'm not mistaken, and this is the lot that was where we have originally the gym in San Myshuno. I think we only have one gym in San Myshuno, I hope so. Anyways, this is the lot that is right in front of, you know, this like big square or area where you can do your political speech and stuff. So yeah, this is the lot. I thought this lot was very fitting for this build because of the view. We have a magnificent plunging view on the city, on the skyscrapers, on the city lights down below, and in the background as well. And I thought it was very fitted and perfect for my build of today. So this cyberpunk house, first of all, what is cyberpunk and cyberpunk style? For those who don't know, it's a subgenre in sci-fi that takes place in a dystopian futuristic setting that focuses on the combination of low life and high tech. So by low life we mean that usually when you have these movies. A lot of times it's movies, but you can also have comics, and we also have this game that came out like a couple of years ago, Cyberpunk 2077 or something like that. I don't remember really, but yeah, the cyberpunk style or the cyberpunk genre is the saying is that it's low life and high tech. Low life meaning that we have a lot of poverty, social inequities, a lot of people who live scarcely, who live in junk, and the streets are dirty and things like that. And high tech, this is also a high tech setting, so we have a lot of AI, artificial intelligence, and futuristic technology. So that's what I did here with this build. That's what I wanted to convey. But as I was saying, this is a high-end or luxurious cyberpunk house, so we are here obviously not in the low life part of the city. We are in the luxurious part of the city because this one looks nothing rundown. I really wanted this house to be clean, to have a clean look, but still have the cyberpunk aesthetic. What we call the cyberpunk aesthetic, I really love this. I dived and delved into it for the past week or so. I watched some cyberpunk movies, like the great classic Blade Runner. That was the first, I think, movie that in 1982 that came out for this genre, and I watched this one. I watched the follow-up, the sequel also. Anyways, so the aesthetics for the cyberpunk, it's like a whole universe really. As I was saying, you have comics, you have games and things like that. So the aesthetics is you have mega cities, skyscrapers, a lot of neon lights. So as you can see in this build, I placed a lot of neon lights, especially with the neon lights. You have a lot of blue contrasting neon lights with blues and pinks, purple, green, and things like that, and a lot of gradients of blue to pink, green to red, and things like that. So I really played around with all those neon lights. As you can see here, I'm placing some platforms, and I really wanted to add more colors, more neon lights. So what I used there is the flooring from Spa Day. So it's a glowing flooring tiles, as you can see, it does the job. It's glowing. It's red or pink, this one, and I contrasted it with the blue one that you are seeing on the screen right now. And I had so much fun. Everywhere in this house we have gradients of different neon lights and lightings with different colors, and I had so much fun building this. What you're seeing on the screen, or you just saw on the screen, was me placing like this little landing spot on top of the house. I thought that was so cool with this little, I don't know if you call it spaceship from the Batu game pack. I just bought the Journey to Batu game pack, and I was so pleasantly surprised. I bought it. I must say that I bought it because I wanted to build some cyberpunk builds. And I was very pleasantly surprised with what we get within the build by catalog. And yeah, so this little blending spot on top of the house here, I placed it under this glass roof, because in my mind this roof just opens up to let the owners of the house come down and land on this spot. So yeah, that was the perfect little landing spot for me. And yeah, I used a lot of Batu journey to Batu objects and items in this build, especially the doors. I love the doors, you know, those sliding doors that looks like doors in ships. I love them. I placed them everywhere in this house. I used a particular wall paint in this house, or wallpaper in this house, in the entire house. I think it's from Strangerville, and I thought it fitted so well. It makes such a futuristic kind of wallpaper, and I love the vibe that it gives. And also the flooring tiles that I used in all of the build, everywhere in the build except for the exteriors. The exterior is just plain concrete, but for the interior, the flooring, I think this comes from oh my gosh, I have such a hard time with pack names. This is Get to Work. Yes, Get to Work. Outside of this house, I kept kind of an industrial look. We have like concrete walls outside as opposed to the high-tech walls on the inside of the house. So yeah, as I was saying, I played around so much with those lights. I had so much fun. That was the most fun part in this build. That was the best part, playing around with those lights, and to achieve like these kind of different moods for different rooms. Here you can see the entryway is blue next to the living room that is mostly green, but I think at the back I put like a blue, kind of blue color or turquoise style of color, or I don't know, purple. Yeah, I played around a lot. And back there you have the dining room that is kind of pink, and the kitchen next to the dining room that is blue. So I played around a lot with the gradients, and as you can see here, I'm not going into live mode to achieve this. So there are two ways to do it, to play around with those lights. I mean, the color and the intensity. As you can see, I'm just staying in live mode, and I have this menu that appears on the screen. But if you want to do it, you have to go back to live mode. When you place your lights and stuff, you have to go back to live mode and then click on the light, and then you have this little menu that tells you that you can set the intensity and the color of the light. And that's what I did in this house. I played around with the intensity as well and the colors. But for this build, I realized that I could shift click on the lights, and I have this menu in the build mode, in the build by mode. So I was very surprised, but I'm not sure if it was from an update, but it might be because of a mod that I have installed in my game, that is the Better Build by Twisted Mexi. I think it's most probably because of this mod that is just God sent. This mod is just the perfect mod for a builder. So I think it's because of the Better Build by mode that I'm able to access this menu without going back to live mode, back and forth between build mode and live mode. But yeah. Anyways, this house is a family house. It's a family home. We have 5 bedrooms in there. That include a bedroom for babies, I mean a nursery room, and we also have a guest room. So we have 5 bedrooms total. So we have a room for adults, for the parents, I mean, and that's where you can find those Get Famous high-tech beds. I really do love those beds. You will see them in a minute in the video. We have a teen bedroom, and that is my favorite room in this build that you saw at the beginning of the video. And we have in the nursery we have a bed for a toddler, and we also have a bassinet that is actually the bassinet for an alien baby. So I'm not sure it works with a normal baby. I don't know, I would have to try it. But yeah, so we have also 3 bathrooms, 1 study that you saw at the beginning with a giant servo robot, and we also have 1 game room in the basement that I didn't record my building it, and obviously we have the swimming pool. Here we are in the parents' bedroom. These are the beds that I was talking about earlier. That are the beds that came with Get Famous. I love these beds. When you do a futuristic build, I think this was so cool that actually the Sims team actually put those beds in with Get Famous, because they are just perfect for this kind of builds. They go perfectly with it, and as you saw earlier, I placed some kind of strange lights that are square. They can be found in the debug menu actually, and as you can see here, a square. I put a blue square on the right hand side of the room and a green square on the left hand side. They are lights that are colored, and they instantly light up your room with the color that you need. So I use them here and there when I didn't want to use too many neon lights. Yeah, but I ended up using neon lights also in this room because we needed neon lights to set the mood as well, and the aesthetic of this cyberpunk style house. And as much as possible in this build, I placed every possible object that looked high-tech. Like, first of all, those beds that you can see here. Also, we have those bedside table lamp, those bedside lamps. I don't know really what's the name. Anyways, English is not my first language, but yeah, those lamps, I think they are from Strangeville. They are like glowing balls or bulbs. I'm not sure if they're from Strangeville. No, I think they might be from Get to Work, and you can get them when you achieve a certain level in the scientific the scientist career. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I placed a lot of items that looked very high-tech, as you can see. A lot of straight lines as well to achieve this like clean high-tech look. Look at those doors, they're just magnificent. I love them. The fact that they have all those little lights on the side lining the side, and I love them so much. I was so surprised that I loved the items that came with Journey to Batu. And yeah, some of the high-tech objects that I was talking about, a lot of them come from Batu, a lot of them come from Strangeville. Some of the wall decorations, a lot of the wall decorations that you can find that are high-tech come with Strangeville. We have Get Famous, obviously, and yeah, we have some here and there. There was a little lamp that I really love, a glowing lamp that you saw me place, especially in the living room, that came with my first pet stuff. I was so happy to see this little lamp. It's so cute. Oh, but yeah, something that is really important here, I'm placing here on the screen, you're seeing my favorite bedroom, and I'm placing those wonderful neon paintings here that I found on the gallery. This is just this changes your build. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to give another dimension to your build, just go and find some creators on the gallery that do custom paintings, because but they don't actually count as custom painting, they count as like in-game. And look at this, these are neon paintings. I don't know how they achieve this effect, but when you place some lights, wall lights underneath the painting, they actually glow better. So that's what I did for these paintings, and I love this bedroom. This is my favorite bedroom in the whole house. If I lived in this house, this would have been my bedroom. And this is the teen bedroom. I placed a lot of those paintings at the head on top of the bed, also next to her little closet area here next to the mirrors, and a lot of paint, a lot of wall decorations as usual. And those also those how do you call those drinks again? I'm not very good with drinks. I don't really drink alcohol that much. I don't, yeah, but yeah, I think it's martini. It's a martini glass. I don't know, I'm not sure. You can tell me down below. But anyway, I love those lamps. They are so cool, and I thought they fitted perfectly in this little room here. I love this room. Tell me down below if you loved it, and also if you love which room is your favorite in this build. So yeah, I was saying I placed a lot of high-tech items, but I placed also a lot of neon signs. Obviously, neon signs everywhere in this build because we are in a cyberpunk setting, and the cyberpunk aesthetic is big on neon signs, big on ads and things like that. So I placed a lot of neon signs, and you can find a lot of those in the Get Famous. Get Famous has some pretty good ones and big ones. Get Famous expansion pack, also the City Living obviously, and also we can find some in Dine Out. Here we are in the kids bedroom, and this is for me, in my head, this is a for twin boys or two little brothers. And I placed also a lot of neon lights here, and obviously this big painting. I tried to put some painting that was more for kids, not like the other one in the teens bedroom. But yeah, it's not really for kids, but I mean, there's nothing that's not PG-13 in this painting anyway. So yeah, I love this little bedroom. I think I gave it a purple mood, and I placed a lot of toys. I think I found some toys here and there in the Batu game pack, and I was really surprised. And this little rug here, this is kind of a floor paint or something. I really liked it. I've never used this, and I thought it was really fitted for this bedroom. Yeah, so this house is available on the gallery for you to download as usual under my ID Kikwa_builds. You can also follow me on my social medias. I'm also Kikwa Builds on Twitter and also on Instagram. And yeah, I think that's all I had to say about this build. Yeah, that's all I had to say about this build, really. I hope you will be enjoying the rest of it. There is obviously a lot tour at the end of the video, and I hope you will enjoy that too. Tell me down below if you enjoyed it, and or if you didn't, also which room was your favorite room. And I'm also sorry I didn't actually record my furnishing the playroom or game room that is in the basement. I don't know if I told you about this room, but yeah, this is like a game room that is in the basement where I put a lot of entertainment things. You will see it at the end of the video. Here we are seeing just talking a little bit about this room here. This is the little nursery room that I was talking about with the bassinet that is for an alien baby, but it was fitting so well and perfect for this kind of futuristic build. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time for my next video. And above all, if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. You can also hit the little notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So hope to see you next time for my next build, and in the meantime, take care. Bye.